Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T. We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
There we go. 59. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Go, go, go.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Corey Davis. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? he's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Saquon Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
50, plant. 154. All day, baby, all day.
To throw again on second down. Jones. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third.
Hey, Haywood. He's coming. Check it out.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, kill. 56.
Throwing. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Let's get this. Let's get this.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Hey, kill. 27.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bradley Chubb, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
The toss out to Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Hey, team 6. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Jones. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Right there, 56. $56 a Mike.
Prescott now from the 50. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Get ready.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. It's Barkley on the counter. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Down. 10 logo. You must be dreaming.
On first down, Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Jones. pressure again, and down he goes again. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here we go. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the out. Watch the out. Mike.
Prescott to throw it. That one going to be complete to David Moore. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's third down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They are in the second quarter down in Miami. The Chargers have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, go.
Now Jones throwing again. Dancing to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. Check in. Watch the curve. Ready?
Here's Jones on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Under 10.
Jones to throw again. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Ready? 30 base. March by 4. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Parkey is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, it's Barkley. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jones now operating from the gun. Johnson's got it complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards and a giant 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
X3, 218, jump.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Fournette. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, 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 hey. 47. 56. 26.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Check. Kill. Zoom.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
56. Mike, 56. 56. 65.
26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go play action here on 1st down, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
46.
Here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
But no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
We're going to 54. Line.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
You go 26.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. This is Barkley. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Giants.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They run the counter. Barkley, he's got a first down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 55 to Mike. It's our time. It's our time.
Hey, Delta.
On second down now, Barkley, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They run the counter. Barkley, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
64,
They'll run with Barkley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Silver.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Let's go, baby.
Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Here we go, 47. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Go. Get out there.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Baby, get him, boys. Get him, boys.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
I got you, son.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Roses now to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Roses on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. He's fine.
Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, New York.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Dallas, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.